Green Psycho. What's wrong with me? I think I might know.
My guy. Yo, it's nice seeing you, bro.
Chilling.
Oh God. We was just talking right now, how you started making music and shit. And you were saying pretty much like you started at the end of high school, but not for fake, not really. Like you were already just in this shit.
Yeah, like we were
just less seriously, I guess.
Yeah, way less seriously. Like this shit was just for fun, just for my friends and shit like that to have fun.
Yeah. And what do you think like this made you decide to take it more seriously?
I would say like I always knew I had the skill and shit.
Okay.
But like 2016, I had dropped my project August.
Yes, sir.
And I had just like broke up with like an ex-girlfriend and shit like that, and I was like, damn, like
that's tough.
I want to express like myself in some way. How am I gonna do this? And I'm like, wait, like, I could rap. So yeah, I just did that.
I mean,
and that's how it started, literally.
Just the breakup, and then you got to it.
And then I just started.
It's crazy.
Your nails, bro.
Oh, good looking.
That shit is hard. I can't stop looking.
Oh, appreciate it.
I usually do my pinkies green.
Yo, it was mad funny when you was coming. I was supposed to tell you like, yo, don't wear green because we be having the green screen, and you was gonna be looking like a whole blob. I was like, fuck, I did not tell him. Hopefully, he just don't wear no green, and it worked out.
I fuck with this though. This reminds me of Max B. You know that picture with the money and the wave in the back? And
yeah. Silver Surfer.
That shit is mad funny, bro.
Nah, we gonna have a few like your visuals and shit in the back.
Oh, that's hard.
It's cool. You was talking about like expressing yourself and shit. And now, like, I feel like you've got so many different channels of expression. You've got your PearlBoysz.
A lot.
You got obviously your music.
Yeah.
How did
fashion too in general. Like I rap about what I be wearing. So.
Yeah, polo bag. You just put that joint down.
I got way more shit, bro. I got like a song called Skeleton Gloves. When I wear my skeletons, how I feel.
What brand are those? I know Supreme did some skeleton gloves recently.
I wish they were Supreme.
No,
but like,
yeah, I know, because you've been wearing this shit from before, bro.
Yeah,
you put them niggas on, if anything, bro. Like, come on.
I'm about to start buying cotton and making my own gloves, to be honest. My own skeleton gloves. I think I want to do that.
Nah, I fuck with the trucker hats. The PB trucker hats go crazy.
Bro.
When's your birthday?
January 28th.
Okay. Nah, because I'm a Gemini. My birthstone is the Pearl.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, yo.
My best friend, his birthday, he's a Gemini too. His birthday is...
What was the inspiration behind PearlBoysz?
Okay. So, we were always... This is like around me and my boy Perp. Okay. This is around the time when we had released like Polo Bag and Fresh Pants and shit.
Yeah. And
like we're going around New York performing and just like, you know, going around being us, being Queens niggas and shit, niggas recognizing us. So usually like we'll make clothes like how you see how I like made these and shit like that.
So those go hard as hell.
Good looking, bro. So like we'll be in the crib making clothes and like we'll watch anything on YouTube like Pink Flamingo, all DVD, shit like that, and Death Battle, shit like just random stuff, bro. Like my YouTube is endless.
The algorithm got you pegged.
Yeah, bro. Like I watch so much shit. So we sitting there, we watching the second OG DVD, I think it was, when Rocky was on the toilet. And like he had his pearls on, and he's like, yeah, I'm shitting on him the whole 2018, 2019. That shit had me weak. So I'm looking at this nigga, I'm like, damn, like that pearl shit look fire. Like I'll fuck with this. So my boy Perp, he's like, yo, I fuck with it too. Like we could wear pearls.
Yeah.
So we bought a pair of pearls online, started running around the city, and niggas is just like, yo, we fuck with the pearls. Like we fuck with what y'all doing and shit. So and then everybody just started calling us PearlBoysz. Like, and we like, yo, like I like this shit. Let's jack it. So we just going around telling niggas, call us PearlBoysz. We PearlBoysz. I'm Verndolla. This is Perp. Yeah. PearlBoysz. All that shit.
The PearlBoysz lifestyle you didn't pick it. That shit chose you.
That shit literally chose us, bro. Like we were like, yo, this shit is hard.
But you was consistent with it. Like you stuck with it.
Like everywhere we went, pearls everywhere.
Yeah.
On the finger, all that, like bracelets, all that shit.
Yeah, and like I feel like what I really fuck about like with PearlBoysz, what I fuck with is like the fact that the community aspect you got going in terms of you have your boys in one-of-one pieces. Yeah. And then like it kind of became a brand and just like the one-of-one pieces, like people I guess just was like, yo, I want my one-of-one piece. I want my one-of-one piece.
The customs are going crazy. Like everybody always wants them.
And like when it came to the custom, was that always a collaboration between you and because like for example we were just talking about your Loso hat, and you just took it to him, was like, yo, do your thing, like would it
I
be
put the earth on it? I like put it on there and then I brought it to him. and told him to do.
So you kind of like, and that's kind of more of a collaboration. Like when you had a vision as to like, oh, I want this on it, and obviously you want his custom flames, and you know the crazy embroidery stitching that he be doing.
Yeah.
Is that also how it was for your one pieces?
It was because like I wasn't thinking long term. Like I could do this, so I brought it to Perp and I was like, yo, I'm gonna cut out the letters and I need you to sew because I wasn't that well like on the sewing machine.
Gotcha.
Yet. So I brought it to him and I told him like, yo, sew the letters on for me real quick. Let's see what's up. A lot of people see me wearing that hoodie. It's a black hoodie and it has like blue and white letters on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like the first PearlBoysz hoodie ever. So,
oh, it's kind of like denim. Like is the pearls in the denim material? Like not the thing where it says PearlBoysz on it.
I think so.
Maybe yeah, because I think I definitely seen you in that one.
I made so many hoodies like I'd be forgetting. To be honest.
How many around how many would you say are out there in the city?
Bro, I don't know.
100? That's OD, right?
Probably.
That's crazy.
100 or more than that. It's probably more than that.
And
I make a lot.
So you got nasty with the sewing machine.
Yeah, I got nasty. But the customs, I make them by hand. Like my customs, I literally like cut out the letters and sew it because I've been sewing like since childhood. My mom told me how to sew. So.
Oh yes.
So I've been doing that forever.
How did that come about?
What do you mean, like
how she was just like, oh, you need to learn. Like, were you breaking your clothes?
It's like a generational thing. Like my mom's Caribbean, so I think my grandma taught her how to sew when she was young, so she would always fix her clothes like that. And then she came to me when I was in middle school, and I'm telling her like, yo, I keep getting holes because I was like a rough kid. Like I used to like to fuck around and do shit all the time, so I always like drag my leg on the floor, shit like that, and have holes. Yeah. So I was like, yo, like how do I fix this? She's like, sew it together, and then she taught me how to sew by hand. After that, like, I always knew how to sew. Like, I was always nice at it.
Is your mom like kind of proud of you now that you're making clothes, or is that kind of like she just sees it as like, all right, yeah, he doing like a little something?
I don't know. Like, she acknowledges it when I bring it up, but like, I kind of don't really think my mom cares that much about it. Like, to my knowledge, I feel like if it's, and I get it, like, cause it's a Caribbean thing, like. If it's not making a lot of money now, then she's not that interested in it. So like, sometimes I have my moments where I be like,
where in the Caribbean is she from?
She's from Dominica, but not the Spanish one. The other
facts. Like the small joint.
Yeah,
how many?
It's like St. Lucia.
Yeah, it'd be like what, like 50,000 people, 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Small joint.
Yeah. It's a beautiful island though.
Of course. Yeah. All them like West Indian islands be going crazy.
Yeah, they be lit.
Hell yeah.
They be fire over there.
But what about with the music? Is she kind of more like receptive?
Funny thing, today I was taking a shower and bumping like my next like 2 projects.
I won't leak that one, I promise.
Oh, now you be good. And fucking, she's just listening, like she's listening to the words, and she's like, "Yo, who is this cursing so much?" She was like, "Is this you?" I was like, "Yeah." And she was just shaking her head. Like, I don't think my mom really likes my music because I curse a lot. But like she do be surprised at like the shit I be saying. Like she be like, damn, like this doesn't sound like you, and I be like, well.
In terms of like it being profound.
Yeah, like the shit I say, but she wouldn't understand. Like we live 2 different lives, so.
Do you feel like it's always kind of been that way?
Yeah, like it's always been like my mom thinks she knows who I am, but the whole time like I'm a whole different person. Type shit.
I mean, I guess that's just parents and children. That shit always
literally
tends to work out that way.
Like she found out I was smoking like last year. Like she just found out I started like I've been smoking weed.
She listened to none of your music, bro.
I've been smoking I've been smoking since 2016. She was like, "Yo, I feel like I don't know you." I was like, "Bro, you never knew me if you think that." Yeah. Because I've been smoking and my character has never changed. Like I've always been me.
Yeah, so. I mean, because you seem like a pretty nonchalant person, regardless.
Yeah.
So like, how does smoking kind of affect like? It seems like that.
For me, like, I know smoking made me a lot more chill and less on edge, but like I'm always in my head, so I'm always on edge regardless. Like I think about all the casualties, all the possibilities. So like I use smoking to like focus. Like when I make clothes and shit like that, like I'll smoke, come inside, and just so. Or when my mom's not home, I'll smoke in the house and then just work on shit.
Word. Yeah. And like it was funny because you saying 2016 is like kind of when you started making music.
Yeah, like seriously.
But like you had Kota the Friend, who's like a pretty well known artist. right on your first EP, how did
Yeah.
like that work its way into there?
He was about to go on tour to Africa, and he was doing a video for one of his songs. I think it's called Sydney. So he was just like going around in the hood, and he was just like, yo, like he was like, one, I'm doing features, and then he was like, two, if you want to be in my music video, then pop out. So I hit him like, yo, where you doing your vid at? I'll pop out. I came through. I had already hit him like, yo, I'm trying to get a feature from you. He was like, he wasn't really answering me that quickly.
I got
but
you.
he gave me a few answers, and then he gave me the address. He said pop out. So I was like, all right, when I pop out, this would be like my opportunity to talk to him about
sure.
that feature and shit. So I popped out. He let me in the video. I helped him out. Shit was cool. I was like, oh, like you're a cool guy. You're really grinding, shit like that. And then at the end of the video shoot, I was like, yo, so what's up with this feature? He was like, bro, I already did it. I got you. I was
Oh
like, bet.
shit.
So then I went home. He sent it. Do another verse on it. And I was like, yeah, it's a wrap.
So like at that point, you were like, in theory, mixing your own shit. You were kind of like putting it together. Let's say.
Yeah, putting the whole project together in general.
And like, would you take it to engineer after that?
Yeah,
Or like,
I have.
okay.
I worked with the same engineer for the whole of August. Like
Gotcha.
I think what song? Out of Pocket. Out of Pocket. I made that in my house. Out of Pocket and Run With It. Those are two songs I made in my crib. But
Yeah.
everything else, I made that with the same engineer.
How did you like progress from the less serious tracks to basically August? Like, 'cause I remember you were saying before in high school, before you even graduated, you were still fucking around.
How did I progress? I would say the heartbreak. Like the heartbreak made me get serious about this shit, and then like also the music around me, like what I was paying attention to. I had just started listening to like IDK, and I started going to his listening parties and shit. If I didn't go to his listening party, like I wouldn't even know how I wanted to roll out August, like the song orders, shit like that. Like
Yeah.
he influenced me early in my career a lot, and like
Gotcha.
he showed love. He was like one of the first like not mainstream, but like getting mainstream artists to fuck with me and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he sent my music to a lot of people before, so
That's nice.
yeah, he shows love. That's my guy.
I feel like a lot of people kind of, I mean, I think you do a good job at reaching out, but like they'll reciprocate
Yeah.
and shit like that. Like right now, for example, you from Queens, we got a lot of like Harlem cats you hang out with.
Yeah.
How did like those connections start to form?
Just me leaving like leaving Queens in general. Like I realized like, well, a lot of people be telling me like it's nothing over here for you. Like what you're aiming for. Like I don't think. And like I want to make the rap scene in Queens. Like I want to. Well, I feel like the people I'm around already, like we're making the rap scene in Queens, but like I want to leave Queens and like just get that knowledge and like do what I can to get bigger so I can bring it back to Queens and then start something new.
Yeah.
So like I would say I built up those connections just by leaving my house and like going outside and doing PearlBoysz shit and just, you know, chilling out, supporting niggas the best that I can, connecting with niggas.
You feel like through the clothes, it kind of got like your music more out there.
Definitely, cause sometimes I be in Harlem, bro, and like niggas will not know who I am, and then somebody will pull up on me like, aren't you the PearlBoysz nigga? And I'd be like, yeah, and then everybody's just like, oh, that's you? And I'm like, yeah, bro, and then they're like, yo, we fuck with your page, and I'm like, y'all niggas didn't know until niggas knew. So.
Yeah. Does that make you feel some type of way? Where you're
No. But it just makes me realize like I just gotta put myself out there more, which is what we're planning to do. Because our next drop, I'm definitely gonna be involved in it a lot. Like my music videos are gonna be the commercial for the next clothing drop. So
that's fire.
Yeah,
that's fire. How did like? So it's you and Perp or like two?
PearlBoysz is a collective. So it's me, Perp, my boy Raw. He makes music and he models and he makes pieces from like time to time. But like,
okay,
he's definitely a great model. My boy Nishan, he's a photographer. I blame Nishan. I heart Grain. And Elena, she does like editing and like graphic designing, stuff like that. And then my boy Marcus, he does like video work, but he also like takes pictures as well and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's tough. You guys got like a whole little gang going.
Yeah. and like we're at some point we know we're probably gonna add more people to PearlBoysz, but right now like we're good where we're at and shit.
I think like a lot of people would say is collaborating in the city is like something that's hard to kind of go around.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you were able to build your squad, and like even you're thinking about adding new people, like is that complicated, or has it always kind of been smooth sailing?
Nah, it hasn't been. Like when we started, we had like 2 other people in our group that were friends of mine, and like shit didn't really work out, and we had to like get them out, and I didn't want them to leave because I'm still friends with them, but like everybody else voted like, nah, we don't need them, like they're not doing anything for us type shit, and I'm like, damn, like I feel like we could have something for them to do, but yeah, different opinions, everybody, it's always something, so like yeah, shit happens
for sure. I mean, because it seems like you're a supportive person who kind of just
like I never really want drama and like anything to go bad, but like sometimes I gotta accept like shit like that is gonna happen. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, they'll probably find their way.
Yeah.
And you know, I bet you still support them and whatever it is that they do.
Definitely.
Yeah. What like? Because you were talking about your inspiration for PearlBoysz was sort of like literally just you were binge watching mad shit and kind of just popped to your head. What do you?
But I never really hated pearls. Also, like I was just like, this is not a problem for me. Like I can dead wear these.
Yeah.
And shit. So.
Cause why, you feel like people thought they were feminine before?
Yeah, it gets deeper than that. Like that was just the base level of it. Like after a while, like me and Perp started realizing like a lot of niggas think that, well, a lot of people in general just think like pearls are only for girls, and we're like, yo, like pearls are for guys too. Like PearlBoysz, we can do this shit
for sure.
So we just want to push like, you know, that guys have a feminine side too. Like we're in tune with that. And it's okay for guys to wear pearls. Like, it's okay for us to wear women's clothes. Like, if it look good on you, do your thing. Like
facts.
So
it's like it's literally a fucking, I don't even know. Like a pearl is like a literal a fucking piece of sand that goes into an oyster.
It goes into an oyster,
and then like the mucus of the oyster, like
it layers
like,
it.
How the fuck you make that about women and men, bro? Like that shit is, you really dragged it. You dragged it OD.
Yeah.
Like,
but I get it. Like it's a stigma. Like for years, women have been wearing pearls, mothers, stuff like that, grandmothers, like, generations passed over pearls and stuff like that. So I get it, but we're here to push that stigma the fuck up out of here. So
for sure, and I feel like at least just in fashion in general right now, like accessories is going so hard.
Yeah.
So that was such a like, because then you made that John like, for example, trucker hats, like that shit goes crazy.
People mad like flat pearls on it.
Yeah, like. It's hard, I feel like, to be unique and creative within accessories. Like, for example, now that custom hats is going crazy. Like, there's just a whole lot of different, like...
Yeah, it's hard to come with different shit. Everybody has different ideas. New shit is coming out every day.
Yeah.
So, I try to stay on my toes and shit.
When it comes to, like, your fashion inspirations, what would you say are, like, your top, either creative designers or brands or even just models?
Man, I don't have like one. Like I look at everybody and I get inspired because you know, like when people go out and do new shit every day, like I just be like, yo, this is fire. Like how can I apply this to myself? So like I don't really have like favorites like that, but there are a lot of people that I pay attention to in terms of fashion and shit.
I saw some old white dude today wearing like a book T-shirt, like it's as if it were like an album cover tee, but it was a book, and I was like, yo, that's fire as hell. It's dead ass like that books I would fucking put like on some kind of T-shirt.
That would be fire.
Yeah, I think it's just like basically through expressing yourself through your clothes, and then like people I think wear album or artist T-shirts because that says a lot about them, like your favorite artist.
Yeah.
Then like your favorite book will say even potentially more about you because you really dedicate so much time to a book.
Yeah.
Like it's such a...
It becomes a part of you.
It really does. Like the way you think. Usually, I feel like a good book changes the way you think, the way you feel.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Like when you read it, you're supposed to look at it from different angles. Think about what's really going on in the story. Shit like that.
How would you say that your music has progressed from August to shit you to smoke to, shit for you to smoke to, and then I mean you just dropped a few new singles now.
Yeah.
But I assume you probably have a project coming out of this year or next.
Definitely. I would say like just applying more styles and just learning how to sound different. Like the music I listen to always influences me to sound, you know, better. So like from August, like when I started August, it was like, okay, you can rap, but what else can you do? And that's what I was trying to find. So I'm dropping songs like Polo Bag and Fresh Pants, trying to find out how I can do different stuff. And then by the time I get to like Shit For You to Smoke To, I dropped Hit It For Bands and Flannel on My Back. And this is
Hit
me.
It For Bands go hard. So.
Yeah, bro. A lot of people fuck with that shit. This is me getting into my like druggy side. Like I just started taking like psychedelics and weed and shit like that. And I'm like COVID just started, and I'm rapping every day, smoking, writing songs, taking fucking shrooms, microdosing, LSD, and I'm like, I want to make music that sounds like this, like music that niggas could get high to, niggas could smoke to, and shit like that. So I gave niggas shit that they could smoke to.
Yeah.
Literally.
Have you ever had a bad trip?
No, and I don't want to.
You definitely don't want to.
Bro, I try to every time I take any type of psychedelic,
oh my God,
I make sure I don't have a bad mindset, because if I had a bad trip, bro, like I don't know what will happen.
I've my past 2 trips have been shaky.
Really?
And I'm kind of like, bro, I'm a little bit like, I'm definitely hesitant, and I don't like that feeling.
I don't want that. I don't
because,
want that.
bro, I never entered it that way. Like I've probably
that.
tripped like a good 14 times at this point, and it's like, before that bad trip, bro, I never had any negative. People be like, "Oh, bro, like a bad." I'm like, "Nah, bro, that you don't gotta worry about that."
You be like, "Nah, I don't know what that is."
And then, and that's like, I wonder. I feel like something of it had to do with the pandemic and everything. Kind of just feeling like a little bit off.
Yeah,
how do you feel like that's affected you and your creativity and shit?
I don't know. The pandemic helped me with my creativity. Like,
Gotcha.
I got to really think about shit. Like, I feel like if the pandemic didn't happen, I wouldn't grow up as fast as I did. Like, a lot of shit that I didn't take into account before the pandemic, I do now. So like that shit changed like my whole character. Like I got into a whole relationship in the beginning, and then feel me, it ended. But like I learned a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, because I feel like
I started listening to, the reason I started doing druggy music a lot is because I started listening to Lucky heavy.
Yeah.
And then that shit started influencing the fuck out of me, and I was like, yeah, I want to make music like this.
This is what I want to do now.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Them pandemic relationships be crazy, because like you only spend like your whole time with like one person.
Yeah.
You get to know them crazy fast.
Crazy fast.
It'd be like a month and it feels like a year.
Yeah.
This shit felt like a whole time loop. Felt like the hyperbolic time chamber. Like we was Goku training and shit.
They're training this shit for the cell games.
That's what I'm saying. Like we like Vegeta in this bitch.
Yeah. He was wildin'.
Huh.
He had Trunks going hard in there, bro.
Trunks, I mean, he's the most powerful character at the end of the day.
Yeah. Who, Trunks?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, isn't he with the spirit sword? I mean, it's between him and Goku pretty much, but it's pretty much him.
I don't know. Beerus will give Trunks a run for his money. Lord Beerus and Broly will probably give him the word.
See, that's the thing too. I haven't even watched that much Dragon Ball Super, but
yeah, Super is crazy, bro.
It's
Trunks.
It's a little too much. I mean, I hate to be that one nigga. It's like, oh,
once you start Super, you're gonna peep like Trunks. Like, he's not low, but it's a lot of niggas stronger than Trunks in this world, in this universe, like alone. Yeah.
That's also shit gets like interdimensional.
Yeah, like
right.
mad different universes.
That's what I was telling you earlier. When it comes to any anime introducing time travel, that's what it's like.
It takes that turn.
Bro, it becomes like more like also adventure
whole
shit.
universe type shit.
Yeah.
But it's interesting though. It's fire.
I think Naruto did an alright job at that. They didn't make it too crazy with the time travel.
Yeah, they just had Madara and that shit.
Yeah. And he was always gonna be like pretty much the strongest character.
Yeah, he's different. Like, that's a different man, bro.
Yeah.
He pops out and you sense that energy. Like, we about to die.
Apart from like, cause I remember you told me basically Naruto's your favorite anime. What's like an alternative anime that maybe a lot of people haven't seen that you're like, yo, this one is it?
Parasite.
Is that on Netflix?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a Y?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's been the algorithm been like trying to feed it to me, but I was.
Parasite is fucking fire, bro. That shit's so fire. Like it's about this guy, and like he's like mad nonchalant. He doesn't really have like show emotions like that, and then there's like these aliens falling out the sky and they attach themselves to different parts of your body and shit. They attach themselves to a human and then turn it into like something new, and that part of your body that they get into, like they can turn it into a weapon, and now you have to battle other parasites. Shit like that. It gets mad interesting. Like
it's almost on some like humans become the mechs.
Yeah,
like some Gundam.
It's fire. It's mad fire. Gundam used to go crazy when I was younger. That shit used to go crazy.
I want to like make little action figures and paint them. That should go.
That would be hard.
Yeah. Does like do like movies or anime or TV shows ever influence your music and your like fashion?
Definitely. Movies do influence me in terms of like capturing like certain scenes and certain like camera work, shit like that. Like I definitely look out for shit like that. Like the other day I was watching The Hunger Games, and it was a scene when Katniss had like she got stung by these bees in the first movie, like everything was just like mad blurry and shit, and she started getting affected by the stings, and I'm like, yo, like I would drop a video like this. This is so fire. And yeah, I like to pay attention to shit like that because I direct my own videos and shit. So yeah.
When you go about directing them, like, are you writing the video treatment, or you sort of like, all right?
Yeah, I have mad treatments on my phone. Like, I make treatments for my friends' videos sometimes.
Got you.
So
how do you kind of like go about that? Is it like you're sort of like working with your friend and like, all right, what do you want? You kind of just like getting at it by yourself.
I usually ask them what they want, but everybody usually feels comfortable with what I'll come up with, so they just be like, yo, just brainstorm it and tell me what you want to do, and whatever I can make possible, like I try it.
But
so, yeah.
Bro, it's been a good ass time having you here.
Definitely.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Pop out again.
Of course.
Wait, we still actually I didn't even get when your tape or whatever the project was gonna come out.
Well, I don't know yet because my next project is it's called Surroundings, and it's like it also goes hand in hand with like the clothes. And the clothes that we're about to drop for PearlBoysz. The drop is also called Surrounding. It's a skate themed drop, and like in the Surroundings project, I'm talking about like just my childhood in general, and like my upbringing from like Elmhurst to Southside Jamaica, and how I used to skate a lot. I stopped skating a lot more, and just started, making my music and shit.
Yeah.
And like just me, being a like product of my surrounding and shit like that. Like everything around me made me, and everything I've been through made me type shit. So until we decide when we're gonna drop the clothes, then I'll have a release date for the music too, because everything is gonna drop in the same day.
Facts.
So,
facts. I feel
just
like
stay tuned, basically.
We definitely gonna stay tuned. I personally fuck with like just your work ethic and creativity, different like styles of expression, and like I think it's basically it's paying off. I know it'll take its time.
It takes time, bro. Yeah, I realize that because like sometimes I want results right away, but like I realize it's gonna take a while for people peep and shit. So
yeah, but we got it, boy.
Yeah, bro, doing the thing.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my guy.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
It was a good interview.
There's some shit for you to smoke too.
I can play you like mad.